Yeah, and that's an interesting point too, because it is like filling your cup, as you said, and if you give yourself before you care for yourself, you're putting yourself into servitude, and you're losing your own autonomy, which is a painful place to be, stripped of your autonomy. And that's some powerful stuff, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, good points. Now, Mr. Justin.
Yeah. So, really, to simplify, probably of all the change that I made, the one that holds the biggest rudder for me is the whole idea of the 5 a.m. club. Great book, by the way, if anyone's interested. Life-changing book for me, but year and a half ago, you walk up to Justin Rappel and ask him to set an alarm for 4:45 in the morning, and I look at you like you're absolutely crazy. It's a 7-day-a-week thing these days, and it's commonly referred to as your victory hour. What am I doing for an hour before the majority of other people aren't even getting out of bed?
Yeah.
And it set, more than anything, it just sets a tone.
Yeah.
You're up, you get moving, the first thing you do is exercise, and all of a sudden you're just, by 6 a.m., like you're hitting on all cylinders, and you still have probably an hour and a half before anyone else is moving.
Yeah. And then to throw into that, first off, define rudder a little bit more. Like, and I get it from our side, but it's just to give more control over opportunities. So like a rudder in that sense.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. Yep.
And as far as that goes, what a powerful thing, right? Like, it's just really, you start your day 4:45, the alarm set.
That's right.
You're up by 5.
Yes.
All right. So you're a 5 a.m.er. You're
right.
Then the workout, you get your endorphin hit. Also, you're a smart guy. Your mind is not going to be at idle.
No.
Right. So the endorphins are going. You're already looking at your day, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. You've got your objectives in front of you, what you want to accomplish.
Correct.
Right. Like, and just think about this from home. If you want to make real change, it's not just wish it, right? It's actions. And then what Justin's talking about, the actions are stacking. Like you had mentioned earlier, you're stacking, right? And you stack day to day, but you're also stacking thought to thought.
Correct.
Right. Justin wants to make change.
Correct.
So the early bird, right, gets the worm, right?
Yeah.
If you think about like the real concept of that statement, like, other people are still sleeping. They drag out of bed, they got to get their cup of coffee, and they're in a rush to make sure they're not late. And Justin's already up. He's got his workout in. He's showered. Everything is ready. Without the rush, without the hectic chaos of the mind trying to catch up to the day, your day is starting to try to catch up to you.
Correct.
Like, what a powerful place to be.
And to that point, Chad, that workout, to the naked eye, I might look like a guy in a pair of shorts, shoes, and a sweatshirt with a set of headphones on, and I am in its physical sense. But that headphone isn't blasting AC/DC. It's in there listening to people like, Eric Taylor or David Goggins. So, yes, I'm physically moving, but there's a ton of meditation in my own respect going on there too. So to your point, that whole mental is, it's in there.
Yeah.
And I'm being fed a good hour of that before I virtually do anything else.
Yeah.
And so
it's like its own. It's kind of its own exercise. Because so by the way, what's your preference? Cardio? Is it lifting? Is it calisthenics? What's your go-to when it comes to your workouts?
I'm a combination of everything. So if you're familiar with HIIT, HIIT. That would probably, in short summary, best describe
Your style.
my speed.
Yeah. So we know we're getting high intensity, which means higher levels of endorphins,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
And what I've seen, and I've done this myself as far as the exercises go, where back in the day it wasn't AC/DC, it was like Slipknot, it was like heavy, fast metal, stuff like that. Now, no.
No.
It's books on tape. It's, if I'm feeling, mine's mood dependent. If I'm feeling like, okay, what do I need right now to be in my most potent self? And if I'm feeling a little under the weather, or if I'm feeling like, a little depressed,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna reach for the motivation video. If I'm feeling like I'm lagging the business sense, so I just go through the checklist, the 8 areas. And I'm like, what do I need to feed my brain right now to get my day set up for the greatest opportunities for success? Because it's the wheel of fortune is turning, right? By the way, if you guys have heard the Wheel of Fortune,
Yeah.
right? I know you're a little bit younger, but at the same time, you've heard of it. It's a game show, all of that. That's not, they didn't coin the term. They popularized the term.
Oh. Okay.
So the Wheel of Fortune's always turning. And the more you do what you're talking about doing, is you're preparing yourself to hit more spokes on that Wheel of Fortune because you're prepared for it when it shows up. It's you've already got your workout done.
Yep.
You're going to be more perceptive than the person that's fumbling with their coffee, trying to rush through traffic to get to their destination, because you've already had your coffee if you're drinking it. Your mind's already in a clear space. You're doing active meditation, which is, I wish more people talked about that more often. And I'm so glad you said something about it.
Yeah.
It's so incredibly effective. So
Yeah, I think there's a really a misunderstanding that meditation has to equal sitting in a room completely silent by yourself and humming. I don't do any of that. Let's be 100% clear.
Yeah.
Like, mine is in a public place, surrounded by people, with headphones blasting my ears out, but it's what I'm listening to.
Yeah.
And
well, meditation's to focus.
right.
Right, and what their goal is to focus you down to no thought, right? Which is, then you have complete potency, because thought can be an anchor or a weight against anything for what's coming in. Because if you're thinking about the past, the present moment's hard to focus on, and then you get the division of thinking. The beautiful thing about it is when that engine gets to its real idle, the engine of the mind, and it's at its real idle, something comes its way, it's got 100% ability.
Yep.
There's no past holding it back. There's no governor on its ability to really be able to take on that moment.
Yep.
So thank you for bringing that up, because that is,
Sure.
I'm passionate about active meditation.
Mhm.
It could be anything. People get it from chopping wood. People get it from going for a run.
Yep.
People get it from the workout in the gym. The HIIT, right?
Yeah.
And HIIT's like you're. It's actually like, so you got your timer running, right? So it tells you when to shift.
Yeah.
Right, so you're looking for your peaks and all of that, but yet you're still able to bring it down to singular thought or no thought.
Sure.
Yep.
Powerful
Man, Justin.
Thank you, buddy.
And
Appreciate
you're,
it.
again, a testament for me about the power of making a declaration for change. So, and Ed, very much the same, but my experiences from what I've learned with Justin has been a little bit more in depth. But the same thing with you, being as young as you are, and we don't mean to pick on you being the half man in the room.
I am the half man.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can catch the full video, episode 247 on the Maturity Project, with our special guests, Ed and Justin. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.